Hi, my name is Hitesh, and most of my friends from US call me Hitesh. That's the way to remember my name. I am a YouTuber. That means I sometimes slips out the word subscribe here and there. I am also a traveler. I have traveled so far 22 countries and 8 are more planned this year. This helps me to think very creatively and open-minded. Now I respect all religion, all language, all nationality equally. It helps. Also, I'm a programmer. That means I help you to write the post that social media is killing everything on the social media created by us. I'm also a teacher, but teaching is now totally changed. It's not exactly what you think the teaching is. I used to teach among hundreds of students, but you know how many students now I teach? Zero. Because I whole day now teach to my camera. I yell at him. Once our conversation is done, I just post it online and millions of people watch it. Yes, millions of people. Now education is changing and I would like to start my talk by saying, let 100 guilty be acquitted, but one innocent should not be convicted. It's based on a famous jurist, William Blackstone. And fortunately enough, our constitution is also based on that. You will get this point in a minute. This is just for later on reference, just like the Batman movies. First and foremost, decide what's your love. During your school time, were you a fan of physics or chemistry? I'm sure some of you might be fan of physics, some of you might be fan of chemistry. On the same note, some of you loved history, some of you loved science. It's not that the subject is bad. It's not that the chemistry is bad and physics is good. It's not physics is bad or chemistry is good. It's all about how the teacher was able to connect with you, how he was able to present that topic to you that made you forever for your life to hate that subject or love that subject. It's a very big responsibility on our shoulder. We can make any subject amazing and any amazing subject really dreadful. That's what a responsibility of teacher is. Teaching is completely changing now. It's not what it used to be. It has drastically changed, and especially in the domain of engineering. So please, for God's sake, don't let the education die. We need to save it. It's dying. We all know it. How come a student who is performing 80% or 90% marks in his 12th standard, when it comes to the college, completely lost his interest? He's no more interested in the subjects. He's just chilling around. He's no more interested in the study. Not that in his genetic he was not a hard worker. He is a hard worker. He's interested in all those amazing technology. He watches thousands of YouTube videos. But somehow when he goes into university, he's not that active. So please, for God's sake, save the education. And I'm not going to just say you that save it. I'm going to give you proper path so that you can apply these and can try to save education. I'm not making any reforms here, but these are some of my suggestions I want to bring on the table. The first one is change your 4-year curriculum of engineering to 3 years. That should be the first one because I have personally seen it. In some of the first semester of a variety of universities, they teach CPU is the brain of computer. Why is that a case? I never go to my mechanic and say, hey, my hard disk is crashing. Because I know engineering is a very specific domain. We are training these students for a very specific domain. So don't try to teach them everything. What they have taken the admission, try to be specific on that. Don't teach them thermodynamics and say tomorrow is your C exam. I have got a little bit more for you. Give every teacher a teaching assistant. If you're going to involve your teachers in things which are not closely related to academics, they're going to be diverted. The reason being, when you are introducing the teacher's TA, they can focus on their lectures. Because people think when a teacher walks into a stage, he can deliver the lecture. But it's not the case. We have to prepare, we have to work hard, we have to prepare amazing examples so that you can remember each and every time what you're listening. And it takes time. So don't waste the valuable time of your teacher instead give them a teaching assistant so that they can check their exams, can prepare timetable, and can assist the lecturer to prepare the notes. That's my second opinion. Update subjects every 2 years. I know everybody of you have said once or twice in your single day that engineering curriculum is outdated. And it's a fact. And what I'm trying to say is, if you have time to update your piece every year, you definitely have time to update your curriculum every second year. I have a little bit more. Invite guests. And I'm not talking about inviting the guest from the nearby department. I'm asking to invite people who are amazing. Invite people from amazing companies like PayPal, Paytm, or invite somebody from military who can boost your enthusiasm to work harder. Invite Navy SEALs. Invite gamers. Invite spiritual personalities. Invite people who can give you an idea and perspective. Invite travelers who can tell you that what you think about Turkey, it is not. It is very beautiful. And innovate in your examination system. These smart students sitting here have cracked down your examination process. They now know if I'm going to be using blue pen, black pen, a pencil, will write the heading in beautiful diagram and will underline it, nobody is going to read my paper. So we need to innovate in our exam. Teachers should have the ability to guide you in the projects. And by the project, I don't mean to say that by the end of the semester, just take their project. No, you should be involved in every single step of creating those projects. And teachers should have liberty to pass those students just based on exams. And much more can be there. But I have got one more. And the most important one. I have a strong belief. If something is doing more harm, what it was intended to be create a great benefit, and if it is doing more harm, it is of no use. And what such thing, which everybody knows, is the 75% attendance criteria. In our religion, in our nationality, we have always done reformations. Our constitution see a lot of amendments. I should not go that much harsh, but I'm from a Hindu community and we had Sati Pratha. Completely bad. And we abolished that. I should not compare it with this one. But sometimes things do more harm than compared to they were meant to be good. I totally agree that you can say the point that how will student come to college? And my answer is, make your lectures more interesting. If students will be interesting, you don't need to force 75% attendance. I don't force 75% on my platform. And still people watch all of my courses because I try to make them interesting. So with this, I would like to end this presentation with my own personal quote. I always wanted to do that. Let 100 non-creative be free, but one creative should not be shackled in engineering. Thank you.